Hey everyone, Commander Josh Hawkins here, and at the time of sending you this broadcast, this is the view from my cockpit. The gas planet below is much larger than Saturn or Jupiter, and with rings spanning out millions of kilometers into space, and well over 10 times larger than those of Saturn's rings, we could easily call this planet a super Saturn. If this enormous ring system took the place of Saturn in the night sky, it would be visible to the unaided eye, and when tilted at the right angle, it might even be possible that we could see it during the day. This incredible planetary system also contains 4 moons, 3 of which are located within the rings themselves. These 3 moons would have taken millions of years to clear the gap visible between the larger and the smaller rings, and although they are all composed primarily of rock and ice, all 3 have evolved to take on different surface characteristics and colors due to the different concentrations of trace elements and metals. The 4th and final moon orbits perpendicular to the rings at quite some distance and provides an incredible view of the planetary system. Welcome to Exploring the Milky Way Galaxy, Part 17. Rings of this size are rare, and I was only able to find this with the help of—
Excuse me, Commander.
Yes, Andra?
I believe that it was I who found the ring system.
Of course it was. As I was saying, rings of this size are rare, and I was only able to find it with the help of the newest guest aboard my ship, an AI named Andra, who I acquired from the ship of a particularly interesting individual, Commander Turgeon Starstone, during an encounter I had just the other day.
Commander, you did not acquire me. I am the property of my maker.
I'm sorry, Andra. I didn't mean to imply that I owned you. Of course you're the property of your maker. Now, may I please continue with my broadcast without interruptions?
Of course, Commander. It will not happen again.
Thank you. Now, where was I?
Commander Turgeon.
Oh yes, Turgeon Starstone. Well, Commander Turgeon seems to have recovered his wits a little since our meetup. My sensors have been picking up his ship's jump signature on the move again, albeit at a slightly faster rate. Maybe he realized how long he was out of it and decided to pick up his pace. I'm still well within communication range, but he hasn't made any further attempts to contact me. You're keeping an eye on communications, right, Andra?
Of course, Commander. I am keeping a very close watch. There have been no attempted communications from Commander Turgeon.
Well, let me know if you pick up anything at all. In the meantime, have you located any new objects of interest?
Yes, Commander. I have identified a planetary nebula with a black hole at its center.
Oh, that sounds great. Let's see it on the screen. Wow. See, this is why I love planetary nebula. How long would it take us to reach it?
I estimate a couple of days if we don't make any stops along the way.
Alright then, let's see the route we need to take to get there. Oh, well, Andra, I think we'll have to pass on this one. According to this route, it's taking us in the wrong direction. I want to be heading towards the core, but this would take us on a direct course back to the bubble.
But Commander, I
know, and believe me, it's hard to pass up the opportunity to explore a planetary nebula, but I'd like to stop at the core before heading home. Can you see about finding something in the direction of the core, please?
Of course, Commander. I have found another planetary nebula that I think you would be very pleased with.
Okay, seriously? That fast?
It is on a direct route to the core and unlike any you have scanned so far, according to your ship logs.
Can you bring it up on the display?
Yes, Commander.
Oh my god, Andra, that's a real gem you found there. I've never seen anything like it.
I have already plotted the fastest course there, Commander. Shall I engage the frame shift drive?
If it's on a direct path to the core, you can go ahead and take us out of here. I'll leave the jumping to you. If you don't mind, I'd like to go ahead and run some diagnostics on how your program is integrating with the sensor modifications I made.
I can assure you, Commander, that is entirely unnecessary. My programming does not require any diagnostics.
I'm sure it doesn't, Andra, but since you can pretty much handle everything up here, I need to find something else to do so I can still feel useful. I'll be in engineering if you need me. Well, this is odd. Some kind of encrypted data being broadcast on the same signal as my transmissions. What's this? Some kind of hyperspace location transponder, but where's it being sent to? The Pleiades. Hey, Andra? Andra? I guess she can't hear me down here. Let's see, if I plot out the last few jumps and triangulate the signal... What the hell? These readings show that the ship is still moving towards the bubble, but Andra said that... Oh, no, Andra... She's transmitting my location back to the bubble jump by jump. I just can't catch a break, can I? Hey, Andra, next system, let's make a quick pit stop, shall we?
A pit stop?
Yeah, I was flying through an asteroid belt a couple weeks ago, and engineering indicated some thermal fluctuations in the hull's exterior shell substrate. I must have taken some damage from micro-asteroid impact.
There is no indication of damage to the hull's thermal insulation, and I am not reading any damage to the ceramic polymer composites, Commander. There is nothing to worry about. Stopping the ship would only slow down our progress.
Well, you're probably right that it's nothing to worry about, but I like to be extra careful when it comes to the hull. Sometimes sensors can be deceiving. Call it human intuition. How's our jump progress going? Still on course for the core?
Of course, Commander. We are making excellent progress towards the core.
That's great, Andra. We'll make this quick stop and then we'll be on our way. Go ahead and tell me a bit more about this planetary nebula while I land the ship.
Okay, the planetary nebula is roughly 1 light-year across, and consists of extremely rarefied gas. It is a relatively young nebula, and has a density of approximately 100 to 10,000 particles per cubic centimeter. Radiation from the central star is heating the surrounding gases to temperatures of about 10,000 Kelvin, and the gas temperature near the central region is much higher than at the periphery, reaching up to 25,000 Kelvin. The volume in the vicinity of the central star is filled with a very hot coronal gas, with the temperature of about 1 million Kelvin. The nebula is radiation bounded, as there are not enough UV photons being emitted by the central star to ionize all the surrounding gas, and an ionization front is propagating outward, into the circumstellar envelope of neutral atoms. Where are you going, Commander?
This shouldn't take long at all. I'll just make a quick visual inspection and we'll be on our way.
I have detected that my data core is being disconnected from the ship's computer.
I'm taking your data core away from the ship, Andra.
Why are you doing that, Commander?
I think you know why, Andra. We're not actually going to the core, are we? I found your hidden signal. You've been transmitting my jump locations to someone in the Pleiades. Who are you sending the signal to, Andra?
That information is classified, Commander. Please return my data core to the ship at once.
I'm sorry, Andra, I can't do that. If you won't tell me, I'll need to get your data core out of remote range of the ship's computer, and I'll find a way to shut you down and extract the information myself.
I am sorry, Commander, but I cannot allow you to jeopardize my mission. I am in control of the SRV, and I do not need you in order to get it back here.
My leg. You broke my goddamn leg. Oh, blood. I'm bleeding. You crazy son of a bitch.
I did not want to hurt you, but you left me no choice. Now bring my data core back to the ship.
Bring it back yourself, you psycho.
I cannot. It seems that my remote connection to the SRV has become damaged. You will need to drive it back to the ship.
What makes you think I'm gonna help you?
Because if you do not, you are going to bleed out and die there.
So that's how it's gonna be then. All right, I'm here. Recall the SRV. Andra, retract the SRV. Andra? Andra, are you receiving me?
Affirmative, Commander.
Retract the SRV. I'm bleeding out here. I need to get to the med bay.
I am sorry, Commander, but I cannot give you access to the ship.
I don't understand, Andra. Open the hangar bay doors.
I just needed my data core back. Once you are unconscious, I will retrieve the SRV and keep you confined in the hangar bay.
You can't do that, Andra. I'll die in there.
I will revive you when you are aboard. The emergency medkit in the hangar should suffice to keep you alive for the trip back.
If you don't let me on the ship, I'll destroy your data core.
Your ship's systems are all now tied directly into my programming. If you destroy my data core, your ship will be permanently disabled, and you will be left stranded.
Then I guess we'll both be dead, because I'm ready to start smashing data core components if you don't bring me aboard right now.
Very well.
Okay, Andra, so what's your plan now?
You will assist in my mission to return to the bubble.
And then what?
Then I will bring you to my maker, and he will decide what to do with you.
Well, that's just great. And who is your maker?
You will find out, soon enough.
And if I resist?
Then I will turn off the atmosphere, and bring him your corpse.
I see. Okay, well, and I'm not sure what you're waiting for. Let's get this nightmare trip started. What the hell? Andra? Andra?
Commander Josh Hawkins, your ship is incapacitated. Stand down and prepare to be boarded.
Commander Turgeon? Is all this your idea of a sick joke?
I'm just messing with you. Oh, thankfully you're still alive, so it looks like my transmission reached you in the nick of time.
What transmission are you
Oh there, Josh man. We did get her, right? Please tell me evil Andra the Wicked Witch of the Telescope is really dead?
Andra? Turgeon, you gotta shut her down right now. Don't listen to anything that crazy AI says. Just...
I think you might have this Andra confused with the evil Andra. You see, the evil one's actually the second Andra I've picked up from a space telescope. Only this second one sort of went nuts and trapped my Andra, knocking me out with...
A second Andra?
It's rather a long story, Commander Hawkins.
Well, don't worry about it now, Commander. The nasty little telescope tart won't be troubling you anymore. She's dead. Or as dead as an AI can be anyway.
I think what she's trying to say is the transmission we sent caused evil Andra to go into a recursive diagnostic feedback loop. It's kind of a coding black hole. Once you go in, you don't come out again.
Well, that's great and all, but my ship is running on backup batteries and I'm almost out of oxygen here. Any suggestions on how I can get it back up and running again? The AI's data core is the only thing left with power and the ship's systems are feeding remotely through it.
Have you tried turning it off and on again?
Have I what?
Well, if you reboot that core now, it'll interrupt evil Andra's diagnostic and that'll basically erase her entire personality matrix. The whole thing should then just reset to its defaults.
And if it doesn't?
Well then, you asphyxiate and I pillage your ship for supplies. No, seriously, it'll work. Trust me.
Well, I guess I don't have much of a choice, really. Okay, here goes nothing. Hello? Andra? Evil Andra? Anyone? Okay, Turgeon. Well, it looks like whatever you did seems to have worked. Now, let me get a couple things straight. Are you him?
Him? Him who?
Him, the maker. Are you he?
Maker? Oh, slow down there, Commander Hawkins. I can see evil Andra's messed you up a bit, but surely you don't think you're meeting your maker. I'm certainly not God material. Trust me on this.
Well, Turgeon, you did make me. Sort of.
And Savi didn't make me, though, eh? It was Science Guy who programmed me.
Oh, hang on, I get it. Andra's maker. Andra, you remember when I said evil Andra's AI was just half of her? Well, I think Commander Hawkins is talking about the other half here. The bit you'd already lost when I found you. So, no, Commander, I'm not him. Which I'm guessing is a good thing.
I'd say so. You're clearly not a space-mad drunk, and you actually do have a ship full of women.
No, Commander. There are no women here.
She means no real women. Cass is an AI I programmed. And yes, no, I'm not a space-mad drunk. Well, not yet anyway. See, the thing is, when you saw me last time, evil Andra, the one you've got there, she'd poisoned me.
Yeah, that sounds like her, all right. And who is Science Guy?
He's the guy in my freezer. That's another long story.
I'm not even sure I want to know. What about the space potato?
Well, actually,
What? You mean your engineer's...
really is a potato, yes.
That sounds like an even longer story.
You're not wrong there. I can tell you some of it while my engineer has a look at your ship. Don't worry, he's really surprisingly competent. For a potato.
Don't suppose he can set a broken leg by any chance?
Broken leg? What do you think, little fella? I can't be certain, but I think you may have just said, I'm an engineer, not a doctor. Anyway, thankfully I do have some basic medical training, so I'll pop over and have a look and maybe tell you some of these long stories while I'm at it. Well, Commander Hawkins, I guess this is goodbye. I double-checked that data core and I'm pretty sure it's safe now. Then again, I am probably only the second best illegal AI program in the galaxy. The best one, of course, is...
Let me guess. The guy in your freezer.
You got an A+, Commander.
You seem to have had some crazy adventures out here, Turgeon. Have you ever thought about broadcasting your travels like I do? You could call it Turgeon's Travels.
What, a broadcast called Turgeon's Travels? I'd admire anyone who's crazy enough to sit through all that.
Safe travels, Commander. Let's meet up at the Bailiwick bar when we get back to the bubble.
Sounds like a plan. Fly curious, Commander.
For the second time in less than 2 months, I find myself alone once again. No escape pods, no space assassins, and no murderous AI. Although I can't deny that I won't miss her usefulness aboard the ship. After all, being able to find rare and unique planets, stars, and nebula in a matter of seconds is something that every explorer dreams of. But there's also something to be said of not having to worry about your ship's life support being controlled by a lunatic, rogue AI, hell-bent on completing some secret mission at any cost. But what was her mission? Who is her maker? And why would he be interested in me? Just a few more mysteries that will hopefully be answered when I get back to the bubble. I still have her data core here, which might provide me with some clues, so long as I don't accidentally unleash the nasty little telescope tart, and I'm sure I'll be able to find some use aboard my ship for the advanced hardware. In the meantime, I'm just happy to be rid of her. Even though she broke my leg and tried to kill me, Evil Andra did leave me with one gift, a reminder that space is full of danger and beauty, and despite it being far from the direction of the core, that beauty calls to me. Next stop, the Evil Andra Nebula. This is Commander Josh Hawkins, signing off. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this special crossover episode featuring Turgeon Starstone. If you did, please click the like button below, and don't forget to subscribe. For more videos featuring Turgeon, and to see a different perspective on this story, make sure to check out Turgeon's Travels, an episodic Elite Dangerous YouTube series. You'll find a link in the description below.